Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Chris. I'm your dad next door, and today is going to be a little bit different of a video. It's going to be a quick tips session on a follow-up from a video that I created, about 8 months ago now? If you see right up here, I made a video back in December of 2019 about how to do single monitor chat overlay setup for those that are trying to live stream or do vlogging or something along that line. Anytime you need to interact with a chat interface and you have other applications that are over top of the screen and you can't necessarily have the chat visible to you at all times. So originally when I made that video, it included you creating an account with a company called Restream.io, and you had to download their chat application, log in, and you were limited to some of the setup that they had built into their software. Well, today we've got another solution for you that allows you to just use a localized application plus a browser window or whatever interface you're going to be using to connect with your chat. So we're going to go through that. I'm going to show you guys how to set that up, and then we're going to kind of work with it and show you how it operates. So now we're going to head over to the desktop and go ahead and show you how to install this software, how to operate it, and let it work for whatever solution you want to use it for. So let's go check that out. So here we are. As you can see, inside this install folder that I have is a zip file called OnTopReplica. This is a program originally designed by Lawrence CK, and he has this file hosted on GitHub. I'll provide a link to the installer in the description of the video. I've already gone through the process and installed this myself, but this is just to show you exactly what it looks like or what the file name is once it's downloaded. Once you have the program installed, all you have to do is go to your start menu, click on OnTopReplica, open it up, and it will give you this orange-ish window right here. This is going to be our starting point, and we're going to be working with this. So what we're going to do here now is, as you can see, I'm in my Twitch chat dashboard currently, and I want to have an option to take this Twitch chat and replicate it on the screen. Now we have two solutions. We can either pop it out or we can use it right here in this window, so that way we don't have to create a whole new process. So I'm just going to use this window right here, and all we have to do is select Window, Stream Manager, Twitch, Google, as you can see right there, and it's already grabbed it here. Now you're going to say, this is all the window, we don't need all this, we just want to see the chat option. Yeah, you're right. So now we can right click, select region, and we can just highlight this chat section, and there we go. Now we're in the chat room. Make sure it looks good. We can type a message in here. Hey, what is this video about? And you can see already that it's operating here. It looks good, it's clean. We can hit done. And now we have the window here that we can move around and do whatever we want with. So I can minimize this, I can close that, and I can open up any program that I want at this point. I'm just gonna open up Snippet, and it's always gonna be on top of this. Now, if you are doing this for gaming purposes, you will need to play any full screen application in windowed or borderless window mode. Otherwise, it'll be overwritten and it won't come up on the screen. Once we verify that this is working and that we've got it set up and it's in there, we can now take the opportunity to resize it to whatever size we want. You know, we can make it big, and it always scales to whatever the existing size of the window is. So if you wanted to change the scaling, you would have to change the scale of whatever your original source is and then resize it again. Now, if you're playing a full screen game, what about the opportunity that you want to be able to click on the screen there without having to move this chat box around? You can right click, Advanced, and enable click-through mode. So what enable click-through mode does is it allows you to actually click on the screen. It gives it a little bit of opacity, still legible and everything, but it gives it a little bit of opacity so that way you can work through it. Now there are a few small quirks that you have to work around, meaning if you want to be able to move this window again, you have to actually Alt-Tab to OnTopReplica in order to be able to grab it. And then once you do that, you'll be able to go back, enable click-through mode again. That's the one thing that you got to be able to work around. And then you can change the opacity to different levels as you enable click-through mode or change those around. They also have a position lock feature where you can set it to always be stuck to where you can go top right, and then you can drag it down. And if you accidentally drag it, it'll always put it back to where it is. There's a few other features in there that you can work with, but this is pretty much what you're going to be setting up. Typically, if I'm playing a game and I want to use this for the purpose of having a single monitor with my screen overlaid or my chat visible while I'm playing the game, I'm gonna set this to 75% opacity and make it work, and that way we can do it like that. Now, it does not have some of the features that you see with the Restream IO, meaning where you can use alpha layering to take out the border window and things like that. But at the same time, I think this makes it a little more visible and a little more workable by you can tell where the limitations of that chat box really are. Anyways, this was just a simple, quick little tutorial for you guys. I hope it helped you out. I hope it works. I hope you guys can find a way to use this application to make your streaming content on a single monitor an enjoyable experience. The worst part of being on one monitor is having to deal with things like this where the game gets in the way or the chat gets in the way, and it's hard to connect those two together. So this is a perfect solution for those that are just getting started out that need a little help. So with that, my name's Chris, I'm your dad next door, and we will check you next time.